Over 100 Jamestown players have graduated to the big show, with Nellie Fox being the only one to go from Jamestown to Cooperstown. Many of the stars left Jamestown and found their way up to the AAA, the closest you can get to the major leagues. One of those was Jamestown's own Lyle Parkhurst. Lyle Parkhurst was born December 18th, 1924. He came to Jamestown when he was 4 years old. He attended Love Grade School and Washington Junior High, entering senior high school in 1941. Lyle pitched for Collins Sports Shop in the American Legion team in 1939 and 1940, with the Crescent AC and Spiders Muni Class A leagues teams, and for the P.O.N.Y Center in the Chautauqua County League, before becoming involved with the Jamestown Falcons.
I came down here and asked Mr. Bisgeyer and Greg Malevy if I could throw batting practice for them. Well, being a left-handed pitcher, they liked that because they have trouble with left-handed pitchers, you know, and the more they can get out there and throw batting practice for them, the better off they are.
On August 16th, 1941, Harry Bisgeyer signed Lyle Parkhurst to a Jamestown contract. The price, $65 per month. Though he did not pitch during the 1941 season, he did learn an awful lot. Here's Lyle next to manager Greg Malevy.
First strikeout I had, I thought they were coming right out of the stands. Oh, yeah. It was a Sunday afternoon. I think it was the second or the third ball game of the year. I threw a couple pitches to him and he fouled them off, and then I threw a curveball in the dirt and struck him out. To the third out, see. Boy, in the stands, he could holler. And, Lou Brown, remember Lou Brown? He's sitting up there. Boy, I'm telling you, he had a field day on that, you know. I enjoyed that. Johnny Newman, he used to hit baseballs that the shortstop used to jump for and just missed on the end of the glove and up and out. They used to go. But I'll never forget old John. He's always talking about being a left fielder, see. He's a left fielder. He had to be a left fielder. He caught, and they put him on the mound a few times to throw knuckleballs, you know. And John, he was a good ball player. He was a hustler, but he was one of these kind of guys that would pull a string on you, and he would play with you a little bit. But when it got down to business, he was there, you know.
The night the Jamestown Falcons won the playoff championship against Olean in 1942, the Falcons had trailed 8-3 going into the ninth inning. After 2 were out, the Falcons scored 7 runs and won the game. Olean manager Jake Pittler was so angry, he battered a hole clean through their wooden dugout, with his head no less. Age 19, Lyle Parkhurst was elevated to the highest minor league level, the Buffalo Bisons, where he had a 3.57 ERA while losing 3 games. He was used mainly in relief. The 1944 season saw Lyle returning home with the Jamestown Falcons and had his greatest year in professional baseball. He has recollections of a 16-year-old player who joined the team, known as Nellie Fox. Fox was signed from Connie Mack's Philadelphia farm team, and Harry Bisgeyer at the time said, "This kid will go to the majors someday."
To me, if there's anybody should be there, Nellie should be there.
Well, how about playing in the minor leagues with him? Did you realize then that he was...
Oh yeah, because Nellie, he was quick on his feet, and he had good pair of hands, and he was learning the game of baseball at the time, and he played every position but pitch. Every position but pitch and catch. He was in the outfield. I love him in the outfield. But I'd throw pitches in there that I'd make mistakes on, and I knew that if he was in center field, he'd track the darn thing down. And he did. And but he good ball player, good heady ball player, team ball player.
Could he hit?
Oh yeah. He's one of those punch hitters, you know. And if he needed to hit him in the hole someplace, he'd hit it in the hole someplace. Give himself up so that he could hit it in the hole. Aaron Joe Gisberg. Now there was a character, I'll tell you, you know.
A good game. Did he call your games when you were pitching, or did you call your game?
No, he did. I didn't call my ball games. It was If they got base hits, it was the catcher's fault, not mine.
Us, as I said, were really the younger group of players that were signed by the Tigers. Jamestown had a working agreement with the Philadelphia Athletics at the time, and that's how we came to have Nellie Fox, who probably was one of the best second basemen of all time in the American League. Nellie was with the Athletics at the time, and he was sent down to Jamestown by the legendary Connie Mack, who said at one time that Nellie would probably be one of the best center fielders they ever had when he grows up. But Nellie, as you know, never got to be more than 5'7" or 8", and did wind up at second base being one of the best second basemen.
Lyle Parkhurst ended the season, 1944 season, with 20 wins and 10 losses and an ERA of 2.37. But that fact alone did not capture the attention of the Sporting News in 1944. Let's hear the story.
Yeah, that was right at the tail end of the season. They were trying to get in the playoffs.
What year?
44.
44. Who was the manager?
It was our manager.
Okay, I see.
Carnegie was our manager here. We played them here 2 ball games at the end of the season, Labor Day. And I had 18 wins at the time, 18 and 10. And it was my turn to pitch the next to last day. And so I did, and I shut them out. And that made 19, and I was good enough to be ahead of the hitters enough time, so I didn't work that much. I didn't throw too many, you know. And so the next day, I asked Ollie, I said, hey, Ollie, you know, I said, that 20th win would look great. I said, you know, I said, I didn't work too hard yesterday. He said, how about letting me work today? Well, he didn't know. He had talked with this guy, you know, I mean, you know. And so he come back and he said, yeah, he said, go ahead and do it if you want. I said, but he said, if you get in trouble, he said, I'm going to get you out of there. 6th inning it rained. We're ahead up 2-0. I got the 20th win, and they lost their ball game, and they lost their playoff spot too. That's the big thing over there at Erie.
That's why it was fun.
Yes, it was. I enjoyed it.
45 would find Lyle back in Jamestown when here he is seen with Harry Bisgeier. During his half season with the team, he was 11-4. The Lyle Parkhurst pitching record in Jamestown closed out that year. And what 3 years they were. Fans would not long forget. After Lyle departed from Jamestown with that remarkable record, he pitched throughout the minor leagues from 1946 through 1954.
I got ahead of him. I had 2 strikes and a ball on him. And the catcher, he wanted me to throw another curveball. And I shook him off, and he hollered out, and he said, "You'll be sorry." And he hit that sucker, that curveball. It just nicely got started going up as it went out of the ballpark. Right on top of the roof it landed. And I watched him go around there, you know, and they had the Major League umpires there because they were playing Major League ball club, see. And he said, "That's all right, young man." He said he does it with the best of them. I come to find out that he did. But that was one of the highlights for me as far as I'm concerned. I enjoyed that.
The votes were counted for the all-time player, Jamestown Professional Baseball, during its 50th anniversary. Leading vote getter for those players playing for during the period 1939 through 1969, you see it, Lyle Parkhurst, first, Nellie Fox, second, Johnny Newman, third.
Tonight, of course, played for Jamestown back in 1942, 44, and 45 as a pitcher.